Bonjour, Mama Teacher Fleur, Amber here, and I am back with another books of the month. Bloop, 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 bloop. This month I read 2 books, the first of which being The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. I'm really sorry if I just butchered that. And this is the story of the Ganguly family, who are a Bengali family trying to assimilate into American culture, basically. It starts off with the parents, Ashima and Shoki. Shok. I'm gonna call him that. And it starts off in the 80s, I think, 70s, or the end of the 70s, 80s, something like that. And with the birth of their son Gogol, and it turns into his story of basically growing up American with non-American born parents, and where am I still holding this? Sorry. And dealing with finding his identity, like for a long time, fleeing who his parents want him to be or expect him to be, and balancing the fact that he has this other culture when all he wants to be is like everyone else and just American, and his struggle with his name because of the fact that it's not even a Bengali name, and he doesn't know the real story behind it, and just because of all the expectations and pressures put on him to be like the perfect Indian son and follow the traditions of his Indian background, Indian culture, but at the same time he's like, but that's not who I am. I'm American. I have American friends. I go to American school. I eat American food. Yeah, I thought this was a really good book. I borrowed this from Caitlin, and it took me a really long time to read it. Not because it wasn't good, because I just said I thought it was really good, just because it's kind of different than what I've been reading lately, which is a lot of, YA fiction, dystopian fiction, yeah. But I liked it. It definitely reminds me of something I would have read in high school. It was interesting for me because growing up I had a lot of Indian friends that were born in America, but their parents weren't. So I feel like most of them have probably gone through a lot of what's in this book. And so that's interesting because I never really thought about it from that perspective. I just saw them as like probably as Gogol's friends saw him, as the American kid who just happened to be Indian. But like there's so much more to that, I think. I'm not making sense. But yeah, I definitely think you should give this a read. Let me know what you think of it, because I didn't describe it very well. Or you could go on goodreads.com and read a better description of the book. Next, I read Girl Online by xoxo. The book is about Penny, who's 15, and she's the most awkward person ever, clumsy person, and which is typical at 15, I think. And but at the same time, she and her family were in a car accident, and ever since then she's been experiencing panic attacks and anxiety, and it's just her dealing with that. And then she decides to start an anonymous blog called Girl Online, hence the title. And it's basically like a journal, a way for her to express herself and be real, because she feels like in the real world she has to be someone else, someone who is more acceptable to people, and which is very typical at 15 years old, at any age really. So the only other person who knows about it is her best friend Elliot. Long story short, after what seems like a crisis at the time, she and her family fly to New York because her mother's a wedding planner, and she gets a job at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York, where she meets Noah. And Noah's grandmother is the caterer for the wedding, and they just hit it off, they fall in love, la 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 la. Then a lot of drama happens, and she realizes Noah's not exactly who she thought he was, and she has to deal with that, and her friends not all being what friends should be, and she basically feels like her world's crashing down around her, and then finding a way to get through it. As most of you probably know, this book has a lot of, scandal, for lack of a better word, surrounding it, because Zoe used a ghostwriter. So first and foremost, I want to say I really don't care anything about that, because she's not a writer. She's never claimed to be a writer. She is a YouTuber and a blogger, and she never hid the fact that people were helping her write this book. So, I mean, the idea was hers, the story was hers, she just had help bringing it to life. And, ghostwriters gotta make a living too, so, and she gave them credit at the end of the book, so that's very classy. Anywho, I went into this book, I tried to be as unbiased as possible, because I love Zoe. I didn't want to just like it because I love her, so I tried to keep, reminding myself of that as I read the book, which I think helped a lot with reading it. Anyway, it was really cute. I like it. It's really cute. It's really fluffy cute, and I don't know, some things bother me. One thing that bothered me, and it probably seems really small, but it just annoyed me through the book, was that every time someone said okay, it was just okay, the letters, not the word written out. That just bothered me. But I feel like it was a cute first novel. Some things bothered me, with it, Penny and Noah knew each other for all of a week, and then all of a sudden they're in love with each other, and I'm just right? And I feel like if you're gonna write some American characters, if you're not American, you should really try to get more of the lingo right. I'm not, it's small things, minor things bother me, because I'm sort of a perfectionist, and I notice minor details about things. But aside from that, I thought it was really cute. How many times have I said it was really cute? I think it's a really good book for that age range that Penny is, and I'd probably read it again. I'll probably read the second one because I like it. It's just, I think what it is because this is a really, I don't want to say girly book, but it's kind of a girly book, and I'm more used to more actiony books, and that happen to also feature love stories, but there's impending doom along with it, I think. But yeah, like I said, I'll read the second one. And the last thing I want to say about this book is that if you did not read Tom, her brother's character, his lines in Joe Suggs' voice, you're lying to yourself. But yeah, those are the books that I read this month. I'm sorry that my brain is all over the place, and I did a really bad job of explaining it, but go on Goodreads and get a better description, or just read the books yourself. I'm currently rereading Matched, because I finally have the sequel and the third one, and the last one in the series. I can, which means that I will be going back to the old format of my book reviews temporarily, because I had started this series. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the Spoiling the Divergent series, and probably my Tiger's Curse thing. I'll put both links here, or here, and then here. Yeah, if you like this, please give this a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down there, so we can be buds, and I will see you soon. Bye!